Breaking tonight, a shocking murder in the heartland. The victim beheaded. Local police and the FBI now trying to figure out if this was a random act of extreme violence or a wannabe jihadi trying to send a message. Welcome to the Kelly File, everyone. I'm Megan Kelly. It was just over 24 hours ago that chaos broke out inside of Vaughn Foods in Moore, Oklahoma. One woman killed, another injured, and then police today revealed that the killer caught off the head of his first victim.
As he was terminated, he drove to the front of the business, running into a vehicle, exited his vehicle, entered the business where he encountered the first victim, Colleen Hufford. He did kill Colleen and did sever her head. After conducting interviews with co-workers of Nolan, information was obtained that he recently started trying to convert some of his co-workers to the Muslim religion. Due to the manner of death and initial statements of co-workers and other initial information that our investigators have gathered, we requested the assistance of the FBI in conducting a background investigation into Nolan.
The suspect shown here, 30-year-old Alton Nolan, who recently took the name Yaquim Yisrael. He had been fired by Vaughn Foods moments before the heinous act and recently converted to Islam. Listen to the horrifying attack play out as a coworker calls 911.
Shut the doors.
Moore 911, where's your emergency?
Vaughn Foods, Moore, Oklahoma, 216 Northeast 12th Street.
What's going on there?
We have someone attacking someone in the building. I was just informed. I'm in the...
Okay, where are they at?
Inside. Are they in the office? They're in the office. Front office of the building. I hear a lot of screaming. We're actually in a different office, but someone just came in here yelling.
315. Okay, do you know where they're at in the building?
In the front of the building, there's our main entrance.
Okay, do you know where he is at in the plant?
We know that he's loose. He has stabbed someone.
Yeah, we've got medical en route to them.
Okay.
Is anybody with him, or do you know? We're respond on lacerations. Vaughn Foods, 216. Go ahead, sir. 216 Northeast 12.
I'm going to put you on speakerphone 1 second, okay?
Stand by on a map page. 1608, timeout.
Okay, so we don't know where the person went. He went through our front office, went to the shipping office, stabbed a woman in our customer service department.
Okay, did he know her? Do you know, is that who he was arguing with? Is she an employee?
She is an employee, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Lock that door.
Yeah, go ahead and lock everybody in there if you can.
Yeah, we're trying. Okay. Can you hear this in the background?
Is that him? He's back?
Yeah, it sounds like he's running around out here.
Okay.
And that's a gunshot.
Got gunshot?
Sure.
Units responding to Vaughn Foods. We do now have gunshots. Okay, do you know where he's at now?
He's in the hallway outside of the center of the building.
He's in the hallway in the center of the building. How many more shots have you heard?
We heard 3.
You heard 3 shots?
Now I'm hearing somebody yell in the hallway. Stay down.
There's another subject yelling in the hallway. Units be advised that there's another subject yelling in the hallway. Still standing by on injury.
Stay down. Stay down.
Those gunshots came from the company's chief operating officer, Mark Vaughn, a reserve Oklahoma County deputy who managed to shoot and injure and stop the suspect in the course of the act. We will have much more on his story in just a moment, but first to the investigation. With every hour that passes, disturbing new details about the accused killer are coming to light, including a Facebook page littered with pictures of the burning trade towers, Osama bin Laden, and messages of hate for the United States of America. Trace Gallagher reports from our West Coast newsroom tonight. Trace?
And Megan, along with trying to convert some of his co-workers to Islam, witnesses inside that food processing plant reportedly say that during the attack, the suspect, 30-year-old Alton Nolan, was yelling Islamic statements. Police say they don't know if the suspect was also trying to behead the second victim, but they say he clearly wasn't going to stop. And that it's fortunate the CFO of Vaughn Foods, Mark Vaughn, grabbed a gun and shot the suspect. Mark Vaughn is not just a reserve sheriff's deputy, he is also one of their elite forces. Listen.
He's obviously a hero in this situation. It's very tragic that someone did lose their life, but it could have gotten a lot worse. This guy definitely was not going to stop. He didn't stop until he was shot.
Police say the two women attacked do not appear to have been targeted. They were just the first people who came in contact with the suspect. Other employees barricaded themselves inside an office and called 911. I want to play you part of the 911 call where you can actually hear the suspect in the background. Listen.
Can you hear this in the background?
Is that him? He's back?
Yeah, it sounds like he's running around out here.
Okay.
And that's a gunshot.
Got gunshot.
A shot that wounded but did not kill Alton Nolan. And this is not Nolan's first run-in with the law. He's been convicted on drug charges and was sent to prison for assaulting a state trooper after a traffic stop back in 2010. After that assault, Alton Nolan fled the scene and led police on a 12-hour manhunt in the woods. Sometime after that incident, Nolan converted to Islam and took the name Jaquin Yisrael. The Islamic Council of Oklahoma says he's not known to the local leadership, but we found pictures of him praying at a mosque. Unclear if the mosque is actually in Oklahoma. The FBI is now investigating Alton Nolan's social media footprint to see if he's had contact with anyone from overseas. We have also looked into his online presence and have found a history of radical Islamic rants. And Megan, in just a few minutes, will show you what we found on Alton Nolan's Facebook page. And if there's any question as to why the FBI is fully involved in this case, what we show you will put that to rest. Megan.
Absolutely. Trace, thank you. And we will also hear directly from that police officer he once assaulted. But first, joining me now, Oklahoma County Sheriff John Wetzel, who was at the scene after this attack and happens to be the boss of the hero in this case, Mark Vaughn, who was himself a deputy, a civilian deputy working for your office. Sheriff, thank you very much for being here. And what a hero Mark Vaughn is tonight, having stepped in to stop this madness. Your thoughts?
That sums it up. He went to work as a CEO of the company, and he left work that evening as a hero.
This madman comes into the office, stabs to death one of his employees, one of Mark Vaughn's employees, beheads this woman in her young 50s, and then moves on to another victim. I mean, with all the law enforcement training even you have had, can you talk us through the presence of mind you would have to maintain control, to shoot that person in the course of a stabbing, to keep the victim from getting shot?
Well, there were several things that happened before that. He had the presence of mind when he was notified that there was an assailant in the building to go retrieve first his vest, his law enforcement vest, because he knows when the SWAT team or police officers come in the building and he's carrying a rifle, they're going to be looking to him first. But he grabbed his vest, he put it on, he grabbed his assault rifle, then he went after the individual who was doing the assaulting.
It's incredible, and is believed to have saved many lives because this man showed no indication he would stop if somebody did not stop him. And these are unarmed employees just trying to do their jobs. Have you spoken with Mark Vaughn at all?
I've spoken with Mark Vaughn many times yesterday and 4 times today. I'm staying in regular contact with him. You know, our first concern yesterday at the scene was he had witnessed and been involved in a very horrific and traumatic event. So he was good yesterday. We got him to speak with a counselor yesterday, and today I've just been staying in touch with him. He sounds very healthy today. Sounds very much rested from yesterday. I think he's coming out of it very nicely. Do
you believe this is about someone motivated by radical Islam?
You know, we're not involved in the investigative stages of this. The Moore Police Department have done an outstanding job in their investigation. The FBI are now involved. I really don't have any information. I haven't seen the evidence in this case to be able to make a comment one way or the other. I can tell you that the Moore Police Department yesterday treated our reserve deputy with kindness, with respect, and that is what he needed yesterday immediately after this event.
I'm sure he could use a lot of prayers tonight as well, as could the second victim, who is in stable condition tonight but still fighting, and the shooter is in the hospital too. I'll leave it at that. Sheriff, thank you very much for being here, sir.
It's my pleasure to be here, and it's also my pleasure to say that on behalf of the Oklahoma County Sheriff's Office, we appreciate the fact that we do have a hero and a guy named Mark Vaughn.
Absolutely right. All the best to you, sir, and to him.
Thank you.
Well, as Trace mentioned, this story got even more chilling when we went digging around on this guy's Facebook page. We will show you what we found next. It is not to be believed. Plus, prominent Muslims in the Oklahoma community are speaking out tonight. Their message and the debate those from CARE have already touched off. Still ahead.
Some people say that he identified himself as somebody from out of state searching for the truth and searching for spirituality.